Hello. Welcome back to another one. I felt cute today in my cut jumper, but I can't wear it with the green screen, so no green screen today. Just me in a little box. Dee. How you doing? How's life treating you? Good, I hope. Good. We're doing another Sims Explained today about the Broke family. I've already recorded this video like 1,000 times and there seems to be something wrong with it every single time. So hopefully we're here. We're doing it. Let's move the microphone on my face. So, as usual with the Sims Explained, we're going to go in the timeline order of 3, 1, 2, and then 4 is obviously an alternative universe. With the Broke family, they only appear in 3, 2, and 4. For some reason, even though there would be broke people, the Broke family around in The Sims 1, they obviously weren't included, they weren't thought of at the time. So, it is what it is, unfortunately. We'll slide right into it. We have The Sims 3, which is made up of the Broke family, Flat, his wife Flo, their daughter Ruby, and their son Skip. They also live with Flat's brother Buck, his son Trigger, and his daughter Susie. There is another Broke who is Mary Lou, but she at this point is dead. Died of starvation. It's very sad. It's a bit grim when you think about it. There is also in the graveyard in the neighbourhood where they live, there is a grave for a Bernard Broke who drowned, I think. But he's not on any family tree. It's not clear how he's related, if at all. Probably is, but you know. So the Newbie family. No, they're not the Newbie family. They're the Broke family. The Broke family live in Riverview with the Newbie family and the Simovich family. They're the poorest family in the neighbourhood. Flat, Flo, Ruby and Buck all work. However, they only have part-time, low-paid jobs. I think there's somebody here in the name of Trigger who could get off his arse and get a job as well. But there we go. So we'll go through the traits that make up the family. So Flat is a coward. He's friendly. He's a mooch. He's a party animal and he's a slob. Flo is family orientated. She's frugal. She's a party animal. She's a technophobe and unlucky. Ruby is a great kisser. She's flirty, a party animal, good and easily impressed. Skip is a daredevil. He's a light sleeper and he's neat. Buck has a good sense of humour. He is flirty, a slob, loves the outdoors and a party animal. Trigger has a good sense of humour. He's also a slob, can't stand art and is clumsy. And then Susie is a slob, unlucky and excitable. If you must know as well, Mary Lou, she was childish, a couch potato, absent-minded, easily impressed and a great kisser as well. All of the Brokes in The Sims 3, apart from Mary Lou, who did marry into the family, and Skip, either or have, they could have both, some have both, a party animal or the slob traits. So, I feel like they tried to make the family a very stereotypical, like, redneck American family. Like, as somebody who isn't American, like, obviously being British, this is what I imagine. I'm just saying. This is kind of what I think they tried to make them be. Like, they definitely tried to make Ruby into some kind of, like, easy woman. If that makes sense to anybody. Well, yeah, that's it. I will vaguely mention it now because I couldn't think of a good point to mention it. Skip's age, as we know from the previous video about the newbies, Bob and Betty live in Riverview as well. They are teenagers by this point. Skip is a child. He's only 7 sim days younger than them. So, like, why is he marrying their daughter? There's obviously something there. We'll go into that a bit more when we get into The Sims 2, but something there. I don't know what my hands are doing. Sims 1, obviously, I can't talk about. We would normally move on to them, but they're not in there. So we'll go straight on to The Sims 2. So the family now consists of Flat and Flo, their son Skip, Skip's wife Brandy, who is the daughter of Bob and Betty Newby, and they're 2/3 children because the baby's born after you start playing, which is Dustin, Beau, and then unborn baby. Don't know where Ruby's gone. She's not even in the family tree. She's obviously not been thought of by this point. Don't know where Buck is. I don't know where Trigger and Susie are. Don't know. Who knows? When you start playing The Sims 2, as you may or may not know, Skip is dead. And that's suspicious. I can't do it without laughing. I can't even talk about it without laughing. It's just so funny. The suspicious pool ladder incident. Dustin is a teen. Obviously, Beau is a toddler. And then there's a newborn baby. Family's still hella poor. Oh, also Flat and Flo are dead as well. They're really, really poor. They have no income apart from Dustin's part-time job. He's in the criminal career. So, I think it's in the memories that Brandy did also have a job, but then she gave up work either when Dustin was born or when the toddler was born. I can't remember though. With the Simmies, Flat is an Aquarius with the family aspiration. Flo is a Cancer with the family aspiration. Skip is an Aries with the romance aspiration. Brandy's an Aries with the family aspiration, sorry. Dustin is the Aries with the fortune aspiration, and then the toddler is just a Gemini who wants to grow up. So, from the memories in the game, because this is, great about The Sims 2, that there was memories, so we know what, actually happened in our Sims life. We know that Skip and Brandy met, they fell in love, they got engaged, and they got married quite quickly. It appears that they did live with Bob and Betty, and then either inherited their house when they passed away, or they moved into another house with maybe money they got from the inheritance. Skip then obviously does go off and pop his clogs in the pool. So that's where we are with that. Dustin, yeah, he's in the criminal career. He does still go to high school, but he's not doing terribly well. He's dating Angela Pleasant. They were childhood friends, as shown in the memories, who then started going out. He doesn't have a lot of friends. He obviously has Angela. He's acquaintances with her sister Lilith. He has one friend who is a criminal, probably from his job. And then he has one enemy who is Daniel Pleasant, who is obviously Angela's father. Who gives a shit if he hates Daniel Pleasant? Because Daniel Pleasant is himself a piece of shit. I'm putting that out there now. He's vile. So we get on to... We'll talk about very briefly Skip's death, because I will try not to laugh while I'm doing it though. But it's a bit hard. So yeah, Skip just died in the suspicious pool ladder incident. Basically, for those who don't know, in The Sims 1 and Sims 2, I thought The Sims 3 as well, but it appears not. The Sims couldn't get in and out of pools without the ladder, so if you took the ladder away, they just drowned in the pool. So they do have a pool at their house. It's very small, and it doesn't have a ladder when you start playing the game. The theory is amongst the fans, because obviously The Sims 2 gave us such an amount that we could come up with theories, that Brandy killed Skip, that she found out he was having an affair or something along those lines, so she popped him off and then took the inheritance money. In her inventory, Brandy does have not a lot, but she does have a number of very odd items that are quite expensive. So I think there's a pinball machine and a couple of other bits and bobs that, why would you have that unless there was something sus going on? So my theory is that, yeah, she did kill Skip, she took the inheritance money, and instead of doing the sensible thing like, looking after her children or putting it in savings or something like that, she just brought loads of random shit. Which, And Brandy's really good friends with the Caliente sisters, which that's sus in itself because they're not innocent. So, another theory, it's not a theory, but something that's weird about the family as well, is with Skip. There's two of him. And what I mean by that is, in Brandy's memories, there's two Skips, but it's not clear who's the real one and who's not. One appears in the family photo album, the memory system, and then one appears in the family tree. The one who's in the family tree is resurrectable, so you can bring him back to life with the various in-game ways you can do that, but the other one isn't. They obviously look alike. I'll show you a picture. So they do look alike. They both wear the same jeans and they wear similar tops. They're slightly different colours. However, the unresurrectable Skip, which is this gentleman here, he has blue eyes, thick eyebrows. And then the other one, he has green eyes and he's generally narrower. Like he's got a narrow face, he's got a slightly different nose. He seems like narrow in the shoulders. Unresurrectable Skip, which is Blue Eye Skip, he appears to be the actual true father of the children. But they aren't obviously linked to him in the family tree in any way. The one that is Brandy's memories is the other one, is the Green Eye Skip. So the one in Brandy's memories is the unresurrectable Skip. It looks like for some she only meets the resurrectable Skip, which is the blue. Oh, I'm confused. Right, so Blue Eye Skip, who is unresurrectable, he is the true father of Dustin and the toddler, but they obviously aren't linked to him through family tree, etc. Brandy's memories show that she met Blue-Eyed Skip, who is the unresurrectable Skip, like once, but then she marries the other one. I'm confused as well. It's fine. Now you could get with thinking that's weird, that it's not anything. They just made a mistake or they changed the character design, etc, etc, etc. However, the two Skips have different aspirations. As I say, you can resurrect one of them, but you can see the details of the other one. They have different aspirations and they are voiced by two different actors. Now, why go to that level if it's just a mistake? A sim guru, I can't remember which one, said back in 2009, I did have to research the quote. It is, if you've played The Sims 2, you'll have a very interesting time telling this story. Hint, you'll have to skip twice for it to work. So, what we're thinking here, people online, obviously the internet loves to bring up theories. Some people have taken this to mean that The Sims 3 Skip is the father of Sims 2 Skip. There's about 50 years between the two games. Obviously with Sims 1 being in between, and that is a good theory. However, as we know, because it's on the screen in front of me, Flat is down as the father of Sims 2 Skip, the same as he was in The Sims 3. There is also the other theory that somehow, like Don Lothario, who did it against his will but still did it, Skip is somehow also involved in time travel, and that potentially Sims 3 Skip skips 2 generations from The Sims 3 to The Sims 2, which therefore makes him the same age as Brandy, and it all works out. What do you think? Who knows? I'm just saying, I'm just here to put the facts in front of you. But I am very confused still. But that does end The Sims 2 for the family. There is also something about the baby not being Skip's son, but being a clone of Brandy. But as I said in my previous video about the newbies, that is looking like it's an error just with the game. Obviously, Skip died, and then whoever did the programming never linked the dead Skip to the baby. And you can fix that yourself if you're that way inclined, and you can get into the scripting or whatever it is. So, So we go on to The Sims 4. There is a Dustin broke in The Sims 4. I do not think I need to keep repeating myself about how much I hate it that the Sims team have got this thing where they're like, oh, let's just bring in random characters for nostalgia's sake. If you can't do it properly, huns, don't do it at all. I'm just saying. What's the point in bringing Dustin in, but not the rest of them? What's the price of bringing Dark Dreamer in, but not the fucking rest of them? Or Holly and not the rest of them? There was multiple opportunities in the previous packs to bring stuff in. Don't start doing it now, and don't start pissing me off with it. I'm very angry. Very angry. Anyway, so Dustin in The Sims 4, he obviously came in with The Sims 4 Get Famous. He's a 3-star celebrity with a bad reputation. Now, you would think, okay, bad reputation means he's not a very nice man. What career would he be in? The criminal? That would make sense. That would link him back to The Sims 2, Justin. No, he works in a fucking business career. Which, yeah, fair's okay. Could still be a criminal, whatever. But, we're banning him. He's lazy, hot-headed, geek, and business savvy. So he's really nothing to do with the Justin that we love and know. And what also pissed me off is I realised that he has no relationships with anybody else in the game. When you play him, he doesn't know anybody. They couldn't even be fucking asked to have him know other people, other celebrities, other people in the business career. Couldn't be asked, no huns, couldn't be bothered, whatever. You can't be asked, I can't be asked. That's just how it is. I'm not going to talk about him anymore because it's making me angry. So we do have other relatives of the Broke family. In Lunar Lakes, there is a sim called Octavia Broke. We have to presume that she's related because within Lunar Lakes, that happens a lot. There's a lot of relative same name situations. But she doesn't have the slobber party animal traits. So she's obviously went out the window, which we do like. Who's she a descendant of? Could be any of them. Because I don't remember how far in the future Lunar Lakes is meant to be. But there you go. The end. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you found it informative. I hope me trying to remember which was the resurrectable skip and which was the unresurrectable skip wasn't too confusing, even though it confused me. And I've written it out as simply as I can in my notes. But it still doesn't work. Thank you so much for joining me. Please like, subscribe, turn notifications on. It'd be very much appreciated. Let me know which family you'd like to know about next. I am personally leaning towards the Calientes. But we'll see. Also, I have a thought in my head now, but don't take it as concrete because you know me. I did finish The Sims Castaway, which the last part may or may not have be up by the time this video is, but that leaves us with some free space that I'm thinking now I can dedicate to The Sims 3. We might eventually get round to being in review. Anyways, yeah, subscribe if you haven't, and tell your mates about me and the video. Not that they care. They'll be like, well, you know, who's this freak? But anyway, I love you. Bye.